When the dusty winds sweep through the emptied streets of Texan towns at dusk, when the outlines of gnarled mesquite trees shake like the frail fingers of forgotten ancestors, those who listen closely might hear more than just the rustling leaves. They might catch whispers of the past, echoes of tales that refuse to die, of souls that linger, restless and vivid as the Texas sun sets. In a state marked by the scars of history and the battles fought over its sprawling lands, it seems spirits have imprinted themselves onto the very essence of its land like folklore etched in old, weathered books. Fort Concho, established in 1867 on the frontier of West Texas, was a beacon of safety in a land rampant with perils. Today it is a monument to Texan perseverance, a historic site where the wind seems imbued with echoes of old military commands and the clop of cavalry horses. But as night falls, another presence claims the fort. The White Lady, a ghost bride who tragically died on her wedding day, her spirit eternally draped in her bridal gown. Visitors and workers at the fort have frequently reported sightings of this spectral bride wandering the barracks, her figure shimmering in moonlit tinges, her face obscured under her ghostly veil. Her story begins with an ill-fated love, betrothed to a lieutenant who was brutally killed by raiders just days before their wedding. Overwhelmed by grief, she succumbed to her sorrow, taking her own life in the room that would have been their conjugal abode. Her footsteps are silent, but her presence is felt in sudden chills or the faint trace of lilac perfume. Witnesses say that sometimes when the moon is just right, you can hear the faint rustle of her dress or the soft sobbing of her eternal mourning. This melancholic apparition not only haunts the old military fort, but also the hearts of those who know her tale, a haunting reminder of love lost and the casualties of frontier wars. El Paso, with its rugged desert landscapes and overlapping histories of Spanish explorers, revolutionary fighters, and ambitious cowboys, holds a multitude of legends. Among these, one specter rides the outskirts of the city, near the dusty trails that snake into the Franklin Mountains. He is known as the Cowboy Ghost, a phantom figure observed riding his spectral horse, eternally searching for the gold he once guarded. The story dates back to the mid-1800s when a massive gold shipment from Mexico was intercepted by bandits near El Paso. Among the defenders was a young cowboy renowned for his sharpshooting and unyielding loyalty. Ambushed, he was killed protecting the gold, and it is said his commitment to his duty was such that not even death could relieve him from his charge. Late-night travelers and thrill-seeking adventurers have reported glimpses of a shadowy rider whose eyes glow with an otherworldly fire, his presence accompanied by the distant sound of hoofbeats and a chilly gust sweeping through the barren landscape. His haunting not only protects the lost treasure, but a reminder of the wild, lawless days of the early Texas frontier, where wealth and peril walked hand in hand. The Headless Horseman of South Padre Island, a tale of betrayal and vengeance. South Padre Island, known for its beautiful beaches and festive spring break revelries, harbors a darker story woven into the sea mists that often enshroud its shores. The ghostly figure known locally as the Headless Horseman is neither festive nor welcoming. According to local lore, he was a French pirate betrayed by his crew who decapitated him in a grisly mutiny for his treasure map. The legend recounts that his ghost began appearing shortly after his murder, riding a black horse along the beach, his head tucked under his arm, forever in search of his treacherous crew. Sightings report eerie nights filled with the sounds of thundering hooves and wailing winds where the horseman roams, a grisly sentinel of the sands. Researchers and enthusiasts drawn to this grotesque tale often try to unravel the truth behind the mythical figure, piecing together pirate lore with historical records. His story serves not just as a chilling ghost tale, but as a spectral badge of the island's colorful and violent past, where pirates once prowled the Gulf waters and tales of treasure and treachery were commonplace. The Laughing Children of the Baker Hotel, giggles echoing through time. In the heart of Mineral Wells lies the Baker Hotel, an iconic structure of faded glamour and whispered secrets. Its halls, once filled with the rich and famous seeking the healing mineral waters of the town, now echo with a different sound, the laughter of children, ghostly and joyless, known as the Laughing Children of the Baker Hotel. The story is as mysterious as it is unsettling. During its heyday in the 1930s and 1940s, the hotel was the site of opulence and gaiety until tragedy struck. A fire, breaking out during one of the high society events, led to the death of several children who were attending a party. Their spirits, caught in the throes of what should have been joy, now haunt the hotel, their laughter not of mirth but of etched in sorrow and loss. Visitors and paranormal investigators who dare enter the hotel describe an overwhelming sense of being watched, hearing sudden bursts of giggling echoing down the empty halls, and occasionally the bouncing of a ball or a shadow darting just out of sight. The Baker Hotel stands as a monument not only to a bygone era of exquisite parties, but also as a house of perpetual mourning, held in the grips of its tragic past. The Sentinel of San Jacinto Battlefield, Shadow of Freedom. The San Jacinto Battlefield, known as the site where Texas gained its independence from Mexico in 1836, is steeped in the glory and gore of warfare. Here, the ghost known as the Sentinel stands watch, a spectral figure seen surveying the fields where his comrades fought bravely and fell. The Sentinel is believed to be the spirit of a Texan soldier who, despite the victory, perished in the bloody battle. His ghostly figure has been reported by numerous witnesses, especially during the early morning mists of April, the anniversary of the battle. Some say he paces the grounds rifle in hand, perhaps reliving the battle or safeguarding the sacredness of the site. This haunting is a poignant reminder of the heavy cost of freedom and the spirits of those who, long past their deaths, continue to watch over their lands. The tale of the Sentinel encompasses more than just sightings. It encapsulates the enduring Texan spirit, a testimony to bravery and the eternal vigilance of those who once fought for their land. Through these whispering echoes and ghostly figures, Texas reveals its rich history and culture, a tapestry of intrepid souls and restless spirits. Each ghost not only haunts but also harbors a story, a slice of Texan lore that refuses to be forgotten. In the haunting and the haunted, we find the unbreakable spirit of Texas ever as wild and untamable as its legendary ghosts.